WitchKing.com. We are taking a look at the 3 variations of the Sting sword from United Cutlery, and I'll give you a brief history on each of them. Anyway, the first one is the mass production Sting from Lord of the Rings. If you can see the logo there and the inscription. And the second one is the best one by far. This is the Museum Collection Edition from United Cutlery. This one is made in Spain, if you can see that inscription there. And the third one is the mass production version, and that is from The Hobbit, and there's no Elven runes, Elven language on there. And okay, so let's start with the most obvious, and that is the runes on each of them. Okay, so the Elven language, which is written there on the Sting. Can you see that? There you go. It translates, I'm not sure if I'm saying this correctly, but Magnus is my name, I am the spider's bane, and that is in the Elven language of Sindarin. If I'm saying it correctly, I have no idea, but I tried. And you see the Hobbit version has not yet had those runes on there. If you remember when Bilbo was fighting the spiders, he thought that Sting would be a good name, and he must have had the runes placed later at Rivendell or something. Okay, now to talk about the 3 variations. The first one and the third one are mass production versions, and you see on this one the runes are engraved, and this one is made in Taiwan, so that's not exactly movie accurate. The runes should be embossed like the Museum Collection version, as you see there, not engraved, as you see here. Next noticeable difference, just visually, is the silver onlay on that wooden grip there on the hilt, and this is just some sort of paint on that wooden grip, same as the Hobbit version. Okay, I know I'm shaking the camera a lot, but I'm trying. Okay, and the next great feature is this is a high carbon steel blade on the Museum Collection version. So it's a functional high carbon steel, and it's been forged, and it is made in Spain, not in China or Taiwan or pretty much all cheap products that are made overseas. Okay, that's shaking a lot, but I am trying. So, and you can see the quality just looks so much nicer in comparison to the other 3, and it is that much nicer. So anyhow, that is just a really brief description on the 3 variations. But again, the Hobbit, no runes, definitely plain. And you see even on the guard there's nothing on there either, whereas on the other 2 there is. So that is just a brief variation. So obviously if you can find the Museum Collection version, that is going to be the one to get. What else can I tell you? That is pretty much it. I know my camera's going all over the place, but that's kind of the way things happen. And oh yeah, the first and third one, the mass production versions, are just stainless steel. I mean, they're good quality, they're just the mass production versions. And there were supposedly 3,000 of these made. This one's number 857, as you see there. But from what I've heard is that they were never completed because at the time United Cutlery went through bankruptcy, etc., so they never completed the entire 3,000. So that's why they're so rare, because there isn't actually 3,000 of them floating around. Okay, and there it is, a description of the 3 variations. of sting. The Hobbit sting on top, the Museum Collection sting in the middle, and the Lord of the Rings sting on the bottom.